turning back now. It's you and I. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the FACEIT CSGO League. We're at Stage 3. I'm your host Richard Lewis, that's James Bardolph, that's DDK. One of these days that guy's going to sit on that chicken. I can't wait for that to happen. Anyway, we're about to get underway. We've had a feast of Counter-Strike already. We had G2 running over Virtus.pro yet again in something that's becoming a worrying trend if you're a Polish fan. And now we're going to see the Poles in action again against a very different prospect. The restyled, reimagined, whatever you want to call it, Titan, who are rock bottom of the FACEIT League. So, gentlemen, just a few thoughts about this game, maybe how you see it going. I'll start with you, James.
Titan have struggled in the FACEIT League all year. Actually, they've always had a tough time of it. Again, just generally, their teams have been struggling for a very long time. I know Shox was calling it a recent LAN
Yeah, that's
in
correct.
Murica. I don't know if he's still calling now, but maybe something drastic needs to change. I don't know what the tweak is that needs to happen within the Titan team to afford them some success. But I'm waiting for the day where they become strong again.
Dan, I watched Titan. They started out terribly at SIVA and then got slowly better and better as the tournament progressed before exiting. The level of individual performances, bit erratic, but RPK in particular came alive in that tournament. Can Titan do that here?
Well, I hope so because they have a terrible record in the league right now. But they've been trying to put a lot more focus on individual performances. That's the way they're trying to go with their team. And Existence has been performing a lot better individually as well as pretty much everyone. RPK specifically, I've seen him do a lot of great stuff. He's become the backbone of the team. So we'll have to see whether or not in this pistol round they can get off to a good start on the T side of Cobblestone. Virtus.pro looking to redeem themselves after that past result, and so far we'll see the classic A split, drop zone, and the mid push into A, and so far it's going well for the French side.
They've taken control, well, French and Belgian, they've taken control of the A sites with Bali and Pasha on the wrong side of the choke point by the doors. So this is not going to be an easy retake. Pasha going to reveal where at least one of the CTs is with that shot onto the breakable vents. And he's going to get wrecked by RPK. So, Scream to follow up on Bali as well. Titan off to winning ways on the T side.
Indeed, that's going to be good. Of course, Virtus.pro, they probably want to get the AWP on Neo as soon as possible, but Virtus.pro were always a team that were very good at the low economy buys. Playing upon rifles solely was something of a strength of theirs, or it used to be at least. And we got triple Mag 10 here for Titan. I like that a lot. You need the Mag 10s to be able to run and gun your way through choke points. The rifles are stop and start when it comes to how you're going to take engagements, but with the Mag 10s, you can just run right in there. It's those players with the Mag 10s are fairly expendable as well. Low cost weapon, not afraid to lose it, and that is the point of purchasing them in a round like this. And you can see it's working. It's also allowing them to use less grenades onto the approach of the bomb site, which is where they want to use all the grenades. But that said, talking about grenades, got 4 HEs there for Virtus.pro.
Indeed, they do. And if they detect more players here, then we might see more meaty grenades flying in, but they'll have to get him in quickly. And there we go. Smith's going down, but it might be too little too late here for the CTs on this eco. Snack still has one grenade left coming in from the back. Oh, we should be able to collect a weapon here, but Existence is holding down the weapons at the moment. Snacks is being spotted. Oh, he's got to work fast. Indeed, he will. 2 versus 1 now. He'll pick up a Galil, in fact. Can he get around the corner and get the gun out? The nade might help, but RPK going to get a frag just before the nade goes off. That could have been very different.
3 kills is pretty good. I think they'll be happy with that. I don't think there's too much to worry about in the Virtus.pro camp. They've left a lot of money as well for themselves to play with, moving into the buy rounds, and they've bought 3 HEs again. It's a smart choice on a map like Cobblestone, especially if you're expecting or if you anticipate any play on B Plateau. We've seen a lot of teams do that. Flip side, I think, the old edition of Flip side were very good with the timings on this. And there it is. Oh, they will do minimal damage though to screen, unfortunately, for Virtus.pro.
I am liking these nade ideas. Again, Titan going to have to run the gauntlet a bit. And there we go, Pasha picking up the bomb and 2 SMGs. I think he tried to throw onto a teammate, but they're not going to be able to get close without Titan facing them. Shock's coming in from the back, so now there's some opportunity. Indeed, both players are close now, so this is going to be really important for Shocks to come in while Existence runs distraction. So good start from him, and now Neo has a decision to make. His decision will be taken away by Shocks. 3-0 to Titan, Virtus.pro coming in for the buy.
They did an absurd amount of damage there as well. But I wonder what... they probably could have won the round if Pasha had actually picked up the AK. I think that's why he was scrambling there, because he picked up a Mac 10, then got another Mac 10 before being able to get the AK, and he died in the process. So the AWP is on Pasha instead of Neo in this instance, and we'll have to see how that pans out for the Virtus.pro side. One thing to take note is how they've decided to set up their CT defense towards A, but that said, pressure in from Titan towards A, and they do have a couple, a Tech 9 and a Mac 10, so you can expect a fast round into B here.
Maybe waiting for Virtus.pro to get their counter nades in, and indeed they are. Soon running out. RPK going to take down Snacks in the drop zone, and now there's going to be a fast split into the B bomb site. Again, Virtus.pro may find themselves on the wrong side of the doors here. I think Pasha's got a bit lost in the smoke. I think he was trying to escape, didn't work out though. Now that's the AWP lost. In fact, everyone's lost save for Neo, who's on the opposite side of the map. So another bad start for Virtus.pro. In the previous match, they won the first pistol round and then got to losing ways fairly quickly. Their buy has been broken here by the Titan side. So again, you would say that the T side is favoured, as the CT side of this map is one of the more difficult ones.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And look at the hunt here, the spread from Titan. They set the dogs out, looking for those Virtus.pro players, and RPK might find Neo. Can Neo get the kills there? He's going to run out and try to get the kill onto RPK, but he didn't know there was a second player there. So Titan will take away the first buy round of Virtus.pro, and Virtus are in for a save. So essentially in this round, what we're really expecting to see is a well-executed anti-eco from Titan. But they do have an AWP and full rifles. So how they decide to do this, it should feature a lot of grenades, as they don't have the Mac 10s to quickly close the distance through choke points. So they need to use the nades to do that instead.
So just initial nades from Titan towards T main, which is what you're seeing here, just to stop any vicious aggression from the CT side. Possibly trying to get that Molotov behind the box, which is a common spot for the CTs to hide in. Pasha will be traded by Smiths, but can Titan continue the momentum here? 3 rifles and the sniper rifle onto Smith. You see Barley taking pot shots there. Just trying to get any Ts who might be trying to make it through the smoke while his teammates rotate in. His teammates are there. But the silence will mean that one person goes back towards A for the CTs.
Yeah, so some damage being done, but largely it's under control. Titan going for the appropriate anti-eco play. Again, it's much better when you don't have the Mac 10s to use, or the SMGs full stop, to go towards B than A, because it's so much harder to nade out the CTs if they've, let's say they've stacked A or something. It's so much harder, there's so many more angles and corners to play against, so it makes a lot of sense to go towards B. So Titan with the right place, but Titan's actually going to get a kill and pick up an AK, so he's done a great service to his team. And moving into the next buy rounds, not only will he be able to take an AK into it, it's going to just allow them to have a slightly better economical situation, but they need to win rounds at this point. It's starting to get a little bit away from them.
5-0. Some damage done to the Titan side, but they won't care at this point. It's all good in the hood, Dan. If you're from the hood. Otherwise, maybe not so good if you're in the hood, but not from the hood. Then you might be in trouble.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you just said.
We need to go bagel shop in South London. That's what we need to do. later on. Virtus.pro going to be back on the buy now. Apasha going to continue with the AWP. Going to see nades on the rest of his team. Smith's on the AWP as well. You can see Scream is doing something with his other hand. That's very common to run sideways through the map as you're scratching your head or something similar. So can Titan continue? It seems we have a boosted CT here. Snack's going to get flashed through as well, but Existence is ready and waiting. Good start here from Titan. Again, they are still in a position where they can qualify for LAN.
Yeah, it's they require a win on every single match though, which is some feat that you would say from their previous performances is not. It's not that all that likely, but Titan, they're now creeping towards B plateau, looking for an opening against the CTs, and we'll have to see whether or not they can find it. So far, they're coming up short, and grouping together towards drop zone. It's a pretty smart play because if you've taken one player down like they have, you expect drop zone to be pretty free, and it is indeed free, but Neo's going to get the spray down on 2 players as they enter connector. So that's going to be a 3 versus 3 situation for Titan, but they have gained some map control, so that is kind of good for them, but not if Taz eliminates everybody by these cannons, and he's going to do just that. 2 players down, the bomb down, the backstab coming in from Bialy, and the hopes for the Titan have been shut down, and Virtus finally will take a round.
So Titan going to be straight back on the buy. The pressure is going to be real, and look at how bad the money is on Virtus.pro. Taz going to have to splash the cash for his team. Ooh. I don't know how that happens, but minimal damage done. So going to have good nades on the Virtus.pro side as well. And if Titan were to win this round, Virtus.pro would have no money and minimal loss bonus, so they would be in a pretty bad way. Taz positioned well to avoid most of the flashes, loses the duel regardless. RPK down to 12 HP, but it's man advantage for the T's, moving quickly into the A site fast, and a full rotation here for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, still 2 players left though, but they're out of position here from the CT side. Bialy's going to take down one, so he's holding the APZ position pretty well. Another frag will follow, but just one left, and Pasha's got the shots. So Virtus.pro winning the second one, the important one, and Titan, they have enough money to buy, but more importantly for Virtus, they've given themselves a buffer to work with now. Also surviving with a few players, so that's the most important round there for Virtus.
So the pressure continues from the Titan side, but is momentum in Virtus.pro's favour now? It was missing in the last map. Has it made an appearance now? Could be too early to say. But have those initial nades coming in, and Snack's going to be in Dream World while his Existence runs through the flames and absolutely wrecks him. In firm control of drop now. Oh, Bialy, that's going to be really unfortunate for him. You can almost smell the frustration on Virtus.pro.
Yeah, they can easily abuse this position now. There's not enough players for Virtus to correctly cover everything, but they're going to line up for Neo, and sure, RPK's in with a tap. That will equalize things, but Virtus.pro, thanks to Neo, have a chance at the rounds, but the lurker in Existence is going to cause issues potentially. He's waiting a long time here, and RPK he needs to delay so that Existence can actually help him. Because if RPK goes down, well, it's like RPK is going to keep the tapping alive, and Existence is not too much of a factor anymore. RPK is looking for that 3rd tap, and he's going to find the headshot anyway. So great round from RPK. He's definitely come into crazy form in the recent weeks. It's good to see that it continues here today.
Yeah, he's got 14 kills already, and the way he did the 1 tap there, you have to wonder if he and Scream are having a competition. Because when Scream had, I think, 95% headshot ratio in a match a while ago, RPK, I think, was at 86%, so not far behind at all. Anyway, percentages aside, Titan expecting the eco here from Virtus.pro, going to have Shocks and Smiths on the Mac 10s, and that nade, will it land in time? Indeed it will, Bialy losing half his health. Virtus.pro now just looking for any edge they can find on this eco.
Yeah, I don't know if Pash is going to get as much luck as he did previously. There's players watching for this push through the smoke this time, and Existence will be the guy to get the kill. And largely speaking, Virtus.pro are being eliminated. So Titan really reasserting their dominance after resetting the economy of Virtus.pro. They're looking to have a standout result here. Virtus, if they're not careful, are going to allow Titan to get to the double digits on the scoreline. Is even like a 11-4 is very possible from this position for Titan.
Oh, nice.
Very likely.
Well, 5-round lead for Titan, and it's a force from Virtus.pro Snacks down to the Mag 7, as you can see there. Still a reasonable amount of smokes. We'll see what use it has. Shox is just charging his way down to the platform, doing a great job of flashing the players as well. But will he detect Barley on the tree position? No, Barley going to take him down through the corner of the box there.
In there, there's the Mag 7, and looks like they're not doing too poorly. He has got himself control of connector as well, so Titan looking scrambling for a way out, but they are going to get crushed by Taz's resurgence into the drop zone, and that's going to be that. We've got Virtus.pro with a round, but for how long can this luck last? Because Titan do seem to be pretty on point at the moment, and it would be a pretty big tragedy for Virtus to lose this round, as they wouldn't have any money to play with on the following one, which would definitely put Titan on 10 rounds for sure.
So against Smiths, now last time it was a choice, whereas this time it may be a necessity. On the Mac 10, oh, the nades coming in have done significant damage. Shock Scream absolutely wrecked. Smiths has left the building as well. So this could be a good opportunity for Virtus.pro to survive, and in numbers. 6 HP between Existence and Scream. Just Scream left now, and he's going to get tapped down as well. So 3 players surviving for Virtus.pro. Those nades were brutal. They were Meteor, then an Argentinian staked that.
Yeah, but it's Titan who have still the ability to force it up if they want to, and I think it makes a lot of sense. They can throw an execute into Virtus.pro. They got at least 3 AKs, so yeah, there should be a pretty strong round in store for Virtus.pro. They can try to build the execute towards A or towards B. Looks like they're sending most players towards B at the moment. And if they play the waiting game a little bit at the start, they can get rid of a few nades as well, which will help them when they eventually push. But the boost on A long is going to allow Virtus.pro to play 4 players towards B.
Smiths moving up towards A long. You have to wonder if he will push. You have to wonder if he will see the boosted player Taz here. He's going to hear the sound cue, which is going to throw him off. But Taz, is he going to look towards his left? Surely. Oh, wow. Is this really happening? This is insane. So Smiths has made his way onto the bomb site. Spotted a player in connector as well. How deep will he go? We've got a Trojan horse here, Dan. And there he goes. Made his position known, and Taz is wondering, huh?
And all the ditties going out middle, and Snax is going to find the kill onto RPK, so Bomb can have a clear path onto the site. But there is a player coming from long. It could be very damaging. Indeed, Taz is going to make all the kills. They never expected there to be a player from that angle, and they will claim the bomb. So Existence needs to 1 versus 3 now to save this for his team. And it's going to be pretty difficult because they are pretty aware that that angle is open, although Yali caught on a reposition is going to make it a 1 versus 2 now.
Existence will be traded by Pasha eventually, so expensive rounds for Virtus.pro, but they're getting the rounds, and at this point, that's all that matters. So the buy's going to continue. Neo now going to the AWP. We've seen Pasha rocking it earlier on in this half, but seems things will change up here for Virtus.pro. Maybe trying to keep Titan on their toes. Snacks continuing with the Mag 7. Titan now find themselves on the Eco here, so Existence with a HE, Shox with a, well, never mind that. Smiths with the 1D gone to Neo. Could be an important weapon pickup. And indeed, it's going to be the AWP, no less, onto Smiths.
Yeah, Titan taking map control towards A at the moment, so they can very well set up quite a few plays for themselves. Lots of options, despite losing Shox now. It does go to a 4 versus 4. And they've got a player who's on B plateau, so he can try to stifle any positional attempts to take the B plateau area from the Virtus.pro side and keep them in the unknown. But Snax is going to come in from the back, and that's going to tell them now it's going to be A. They should have the information, but Titan are already there, so it might not matter.
Taz getting taken down. No kills for him in that situation. 3 versus 3. There is a smoke onto Scream to smoke off the door position, which he is about to do, but Bialy is going to hold down things on the balcony with 2 kills while Pasha comes through to get the last one onto RPK. Virtus.pro with some momentum now, and they have definitely flipped the script, but Titan will be on the buy once more. Second last round of the first half.
Yeah, so it looks like Virtus.pro are finally starting to pick up some rounds here, but for how long can it continue? There's still a couple more rounds left in this half, and full utility is in play for Titan. Now, got a bit of a slow round to begin with. No pushes from Virtus.pro. Titan looking just to see if there is going to be any aggression. They've dropped the bomb as well towards A side of the map. It's very defensively placed. Scream looks to find an opening, but sending Scream on this one-on-one with no trade potential could be dangerous. A player is coming to help Scream, but he might be a little bit too far behind, but doesn't matter. Neo gets flashed, he gets caught repositioning, and that is the opening for Titan.
Titan having good fortune pushing through Molotovs here. Scream with a headshot onto Taz as well, so now the Virtus.pro side have definitely been handicapped here. Looking for his third frag. Scream picking up the AWP, and normally this doesn't go well. We'll have to see how it goes this time. Well, looks like he's been practicing. No scope onto Snacks. Doesn't get the second shot though, and he'll get taken down through the wood. 3 versus 2. Barley evening things up. Barley taking the advantage for his team. Smiths versus 2 now. Both heavily tagged. Smiths with a bit of time to work with. He's got the bomb as well, so he needs to try and secure the site for the plant. Just missing the shoulder pick there, so his position is known. But where is the second player for the CTs? He has no idea. And that's going to be a problem. Pasha coming in for the flank now. And the longer Smith takes, the less chance he will have to plant, because there'll be less places that are safe. 17 seconds, and he's looking for both the kills. Not going to find either one. Virtus.pro take another round.
So they've done a really good job coming back into this. To be honest, Titan were looking good for an 11-4, but they might end with a 7-8 instead. So Virtus showing strength. And Neo's back on the AWP as well. Rifles, full utility, looks kind of good. Titan need to play a faster round potentially, as they don't have any grenades to use. So looks like they're going to put some map control plays towards A, but getting thinned out before the push even comes in is going to put Virtus in a very strong position. And the push on B platform is coming in from Virtus as well, but Shox is going to be taking the frag. So these aggressions all over the place after that early advantage have hurt Virtus massively.
So it looks like Titan will take the small edge in terms of score going into the second half. Virtus.pro though with 7 rounds on the CT side, not disastrous by any means. So we'll see who takes the early advantage going into the second half here, as the pistol should offer great momentum going forward. So Titan going to have 3 Kevlar Scream on the defuse kit with a smoke as well. Maybe those two will combine later on. 4 Kevlars on Virtus.pro. Pasha's going to be the grenade man. 2 decoys as well. So that's an interesting angle for the boost. Although from that range, if they are looking at somebody in the underpass, then they're not going to kill them with 1 shot to the head. Because from that range, the Glocks kind of suck.
Oh god. Begins. RPK is quite a menace with the CZ, and he's going to be able to make things happen right now. So early advantage, that's going to force Virtus.pro to act. They've got to do something now that they've lost 2 players immediately. And seeing those 2 drop zone actually gives the play away. It's very indicative of an A split. And Taz will get the entry on the bomb site onto RPK. But Neo is left in a position where he's basically going to kill everybody. Taz is going to help out, and it's actually going the way of Virtus right now. But in comes Existence onto the scene. He is somewhat of a P250 master, but can he get these 2 kills? It's such an important round for Tide to take. Existence put in a position where he could excel. Now here it is. Peek's coming in. He's still actually managing to survive. He's down quite low though at this point. He looks for the frag. A very awkward engagement between these 2 players, and they finally decide, after playing with their prey, to end it in a humane manner.
Have you seen the video where killer whales have a seal and they keep launching the seal like really high into the air?
Nope. I haven't seen that.
You should look it up on YouTube. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. They're literally just launching the seal like extremely high into the air before they decide to eventually eat it. It's very odd behavior. I don't recommend launching seals into the air, Dan.
Okay.
Before you get any ideas. Virtus.pro going to have the buy. Titan just going to have Smiths on the scouts. The rest of them going to have Kevlar and pistols. Scream's got the big one, the Deeg. So, angles are being held. And Virtus.pro looking for the peak, but we're not seeing any peaks just yet. There are no flashbangs here for any quick peaks for Titan. Just the 1 smoke onto Existence.
So Titan really trying to figure out what's going on. There's not much for them to do though. They do have a guy who's in stairs or danger on the A side, so that tells them they can have 4 players on B reliably, and that is going to pay off. They just have to hit the crazy shots. Scream will miss the first Deagle opportunity. how many more opportunities will there even be for Titan? They won't get many. They have to capitalize when they get the chances.
This is weird though for Virtus.pro because there's not much time left. They're looking to go for an execute onto the A site. Smith's going to get taken down without even firing a shot. So far so good for Virtus.pro. RPK doing his best to tap. Only getting one frag. Now Scream's going to get a second one, but that's going to be that for Titan. Virtus.pro continue their winning ways.
So it's just going to be a pretty much, I guess you could say it's like garbage time in this round because Titan have only got a PT50 or 2. You can't expect much. That said, you know, G2 did win their match against Virtus.pro on a round like this, with everybody surviving. So don't know if I should call it garbage time.
Yeah, it should be garbage time. Maybe the bid man's gone mad then. So there's not much of a stack here from Titan. They have 3 players over towards the B-bomb site with 1 looking at drop, but that's fairly standard. So cannot expect a lot from these players. Last round they tried to bait Virtus.pro into the site for the engagement, with Virtus.pro trying to bait the opposite. Didn't really work out. They got the frags anyway, and they're getting the frags again, our Virtus.pro. So not much to report here really. This is how one expects these rounds to play out, and indeed it will be a normal one. 10-8 Virtus.pro will be facing a bye from Titan now, and Producer Reese has informed me that if Titan are to lose this match, they will no longer be eligible, well, they will no longer be able to qualify for the FACEIT LAN. They will have lost too much.
Yep, it's really a story of struggles, trials, tribulations for Titan, considering that they seemingly haven't found a way to make their new lineup work as in some senses it maybe should, just yet. But there is still time, and Titan doing well in this round. They are down to a 3 versus 3, but they know the bomb is going. That's half the battle won right there, that information. RPK tap Meister extreme so far in this match. He's looking to get himself a recovery for his team, but he's going to leave it all to existence again for the clutch, and he is going to get taken down through the smoke. So another round for Virtus. They're looking quite good at the moment, forcing an eco out of the side of Titan. And let's see if they can get something out of this pistol round. Of course, they can buy a little bit more this time. You can see RPK getting a Kevlar in there as well with the CZ. But they need to get a lot of damage here. To be honest, every little bit helps at this point. Every single frag that they can find is going to be very, very, very impactful.
Ooh. Chunks taken from RPK. Chunks of Death Dan. But not the full chunk. He's still alive. There are more chunks to be had. Scream will be the first to go down. And there we go. Looking fairly normal again. Many ecos in this match. And it is just a bit of seek and destroy. Neo spots, Neo kills. RPK 8 HP. The clock is ticking above his head. And there it is. So Virtus.pro 4 rounds away from victory here. Titan going to be on the bye once more. AWP coming out. Okay. Well, that happened. Triple AWPs. This seems to be new meta, Dan, just by 3 AWPs. Started in Oceania, made its way over to Europe.
Maybe made its way over in one of those little bottles that gets corked up with a message in it, perhaps, because it's taken a while.
Yeah,
it's taken a
maybe it made it there on an old boat, along with some rats. What? Wow! Not okay. That I've never seen on Cobblestone before. What a start from Virtus.pro. Triple AWP, double nade. Okay, well thank you for playing.
What happened though? Because Scream had assists. So did he fluff a nade or something? Oh my god, Scream's looking to save the day. And he's done some work at least, but Shox is left alive with the AWP. He's going to go close. So Shox is looking to do as Shox does. Oh my god, 2 players, and he's going to get the leg. It would have been impossible anyway, but that sucks. Not even getting a frag. What happened though? Because Scream got 2 assists there, James.
I don't think it was Scream that got assists. I think it was a double nade. So the first nade hit them, the second nade killed them. So it was Pasha and... Oh no, Scream did get a double assist. Okay. I have no idea.
He must have fluffed the nades. I don't know what happened.
We'll have to ask our video guys to look into that, because that was weird. And that might lose Titan the game.
Yeah, well, you just bought triple orbs.
It might lose Titan the LAN. Although you could argue they've lost it before then, but there we go. Triple orbs. Let's just get wrecked by a nade. So Titan on eco number X. 3 players left here. They've gone for, well, they've brought up a little bit. You can see RPK has 2700 left. They're going to have a big buy in the following round due to their humongous loss bonus. 4 versus 2, just the pistols there. Not much going on for Titan here. Existence should be trying to save this AK. I'm still wondering what happened there. I could only imagine he tried to nade the drop zone, and it bounced the wrong way, and probably landed, just exploded around their faces.
Yeah, I don't know. We have to see a replay at some point. But yeah, but it's probably like they're just going to crush them from this point. That looked like it was a pivotal moment, to be honest. Although they can get triple ops again if they really want, which looks like they maybe are. Existence? No. But yeah, that's kind of a defining moment. Smith's not having a good game. It's been a long time since I saw Smiths have good games, actually.
Yeah, he's a player who has come under some criticism. Shock's going to be the first one to get a kill there. So we'll see if Virtus.pro can move. If Titan can play with this momentum, what little momentum they have at the moment. 6 rounds behind, no economy to be seen.
Oh, Scream in a position where he should be able to get a couple kills. Only picks up 1 before the trade comes in. And Pasha's ready for the slam onto the back. And he'll take down Shock. So the chances of Titan here are still alive, but Bjarni is putting in quick work here to put it once again onto Existence's shoulders to take his team into another victory. But it looks grim for him.
Well, Bjarni's just going to stand in the middle of the site and kill everyone. 3 men down for him. And Virtus.pro find themselves on match point against a Titan who have not had a good match so far. And we'll see if it is to end now. They have limited buy. Smith down to an MP9 now. Shocks with a FAMAS. No helmets to be had safe for Smiths. So everything looking pretty bad here for Titan.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard at this point. They do have NIP, what the hell? Virtus.pro have, going to delirious, James. Virtus.pro do have a very defensive alt player on middle, so if Titan were to try to get aggressive there, they're going to get wrecked. But Titan get aggressive in an unusual manner there, up B platform, but it's not really going to help them all that much. And it's like there is an entry point for Virtus.pro onto the B bomb site. They've not yet realized that, though, as a big movement comes in from Titan to get themselves back onto B. They've made a bit of a read after that B platform aggression. Virtus.pro taking their sweet time and still covering the flank with the players, so looking to have a safe round here. But all it takes is Scream to hit a couple kills here. Okay.
He's blind down.
And he's dead.
Dead
so
now, of course.
So that's you can't like Titan's chances here. I mean, at least Existence will claim B platform. That's going to be very nice. You can launch a defense to the site from there. And hey, 2 versus 2.
Yep, 1 player tagged, quite bad for both teams. Just down to Neo now, getting a close kill onto Existence, and it's going to be him versus Shox. He doesn't have the bomb either. Shox is on the site. They are moving around a tree position together. Neo through the plant pot to take down Shox, 16-8. And just a tough game for Titan, put on the eco so many times, and that disastrous situation with the double nade as well.